Hello everyone. Namaskaram. Namaste. As you all know, ICA has released RTP September 2025. Let's solve now. Your first question on the screen. Find missing term of the series. If you see this series 7, 26, 63, 124, 215 and 342, you can observe that it is like 2 cube minus 1, 3 cube minus 1, 4 cube minus 1. Let's check the answers. 2 cube minus 1 is 7. 3 cube minus 1 is 26. 4 cube minus 1 is 63. If you see that way, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the missing figure should be 8 cube minus 1. Let's check this. 8 into equal to minus 1, which is 511. So option will be D for your first question. Your second question. In a certain code, Kaveri is written as, let's write this. And how is Mysore written in? So if you're looking at Kaveri and Vakiri, if you see that the center part, the VE is at the end part. If you apply the same thing, so it should be S at the starting and end with O. So which is option which is starting with S and ending with O? That is your answer. Let's cross check now. Now if you see here, K has written here, A is written here. So next will come Y and next will come M. So if you see here, RA is written as IR. So same way ER. SYMERO, it's matching. That's your option. Now third question, in a certain code, December is written as ERMBCEDE. Now, which word will be written as ERMBVENO? If you notice here, D, D, C, C, MB, MB, ER, ER. It is in the reverse order, so let's write the same thing now. So, NO, VE, MB, ER. So, it's option D, November. Now, let's solve the fourth question. Ravi faces towards north. So he's facing, this is Ravi, he's facing towards north. Okay. He's facing towards north and turns to his right. So right is towards east. He walks 25 meters. So assume this is 25 meters. Then he turns to his left and walks 30 meters. So what is the left? It will be on the top. Assume that is 30 meters. And walks 30 meters. Then next he moves 25 meters to his right. Right is again east. He then turns to his right again and walks 55 meters. Now 55 meters is 30 plus 25. So I'll take this as 55 meters. Finally, he turns to his right and moves 40 meters. 40 meters is this 25, this is 15. So I'll take here. This is 40 meters. In which direction he is now from the starting point? So my starting point is this. If you see here from the starting point, he is towards, what is this? East, sorry, southeast direction. So option D is your right answer. Next, your fifth question. This is not pointing, this is pointing. Pointing to a gentleman, Deepak said, his only brother is the father of my daughter's father. How is the gentleman related to Deepak? So how to crack this kind of pointing questions? As you remember in our class, after every off, break it into two sentences. So this is one sentence and this is the other sentence. And the second rule, wherever my comes, replace with the person who mentioned. So Deepak said. So my is nothing but Deepak. Now, if you read the sentence, he's nothing but gentleman. Gentleman only brother is the father of Deepak's daughter's father. Now, let's draw this diagram. Now, first this. And we should go in the reverse direction. So, from this Deepak's daughter's father. So, he is Deepak. Let's indicate symbol with plus daughter. So, Deepak, daughter's father is again Deepak. And next, his only brother is the father. So, this his is nothing but gentleman brother. Is the only father of Deepak. So now this you understood. Now let's, what's the question? How is gentleman related to Deepak? Now write this question. Gentleman to Deepak. The gentleman is uncle to Deepak. If you see this relation, uncle. Option C is the right answer. Next, sixth question. So this is very easy question. Find the value of P from, okay. So you need to find out the value of P. So can I write this 2 power minus 6 into 2 power minus 4 by 2 is equal to 2 power P? Yes or no? Okay. Now, if you solve this, 2 power minus 6 into 2 power minus 2 is equal to 2 power P. You know, base are equal, power should be added. So this will be 2 power minus 8 is equal to 2 power. And you also know base are equal, power should be equal. So straight away, P is equal to minus 8. Option C is the right answer. Seventh question. So there are two ways to solve this question. Let's solve both the ways. So first, write the given question. Your question is P is to Q is what? So now let's solve the normal way. First, cross multiplication. So let me do it directly. 14P plus 6Q is equal to 43 into 3. 129P minus 86Q. I'm sending the negatives to the other side. So 86Q plus 6Q is equal to 129P plus 14P. Now if you solve this, so this is minus, not plus, minus 14P. So 86 plus 6, 92Q is equal to 129 minus 14. This is 115P. We want P by Q, right? So 92 by 115 is equal to P by Q. So what is the answer? 92 divided by 115, which is 0.8. Now solve the options, which is 0.8. You can get the answer. 5 divided by 4 is 1.25. So this is not your answer. 4 divided by 5, which is 0.8. So your answer is B. So how to do? By substituting the options in the formula. So as we all know the answer, 4 is 5, let's substitute this and see the answer. So 7 into 4 plus 3 into 5 divided by 3 into 4 minus 2 into 5. Let's solve this. 7 4 is 28. 28 plus 15, 12 minus 10. So this will be 2 and this will be 42. Matching 43 by 2. That's how we get the answer. This is a two-way method. You can solve anyway. Now, eighth question. The sum of the digits of a two-digit number is 10. So the sum of the digits of two digits, these are the one digit, second digit. If you add this two, it should be 10. So this is 10, this is 10, this is 10. Let me write this way. Sorry. 3 plus 7 equal to 10. 7 plus 3 equal to 10. 6 plus 4 equal to 10. This is one condition. Everything is satisfied. Now, if 18 be subtracted from it, so 37 minus 18, 73 minus 18, 64 minus 18. The digits in the resulting number will be equal. So 37 minus 18, 19, and 73 minus 18, 55, 64 minus 18, 46. If you see here, these are the exactly the question asked. The digit in the resulting number will be equal. So option B is your right answer. Then let's go to the ninth question. The difference between compound interest, okay, and simple interest on a certain sum of 2 years at 6% per annum is 13.5. So when this is resulting is 13.5. If you remember in class, we have explained this formula. PR square is equal to 13.50. So what is PR square? P you don't know, R square you know, which is nothing but 0.06 whole square equal to 13.50. P is equal to 13.50 divided by 0.06 whole square. So how to do in the calculator? 0.06 into equal to divided by equal to into 13.5, which I'm resulting the answer is 3750. So option A is your right answer. The 10th question. A machine for which the useful life is estimated to be 5 years. Cost rupees 5,000 and rate of depreciation is 10% per annum. The scrap value at the end of the question is scrap value. So simply in a calculator you can do 5,000 minus 10% for 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's see the answer. 5,000 minus So I got answer 2952.45. So option A is your right answer. There is another formula also in this case. Let's solve with the formula also. Now what is C? 5000. What is D? The interest rate, which is 0.10 square. Let's solve this. Point 0.9 into equal to. So this is not square, sir. This is for 5 years. Sorry, my bad. 1 minus 10% into equal to. So exactly, I'm getting the same answer, 2952.45. Now your 11th question. Every two persons shakes hand with each other in a party. The total number of handshakes is 66. The number of guests in the party. So total number of handshakes is equal to 66. Nothing but n nc2 is equal to 66. Straight away substitute the given options. 11c2. Let's check what is 11c2. 11 into 10 divided by 2. This is 55. Let's check the option 12c2. Okay, let's get back. Now let's see the option 2. Option 2 is 12c2. What is 12c2? 12 into 11 by 2. 66. So this is matching. Option B is your right answer. The ways of selecting four letters from the word examination is. Now let's try to see. E, X. A is having two letters. M. I is having again two letters. N. N is also having two letters. T and O. So if you see letters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there are overall 8. So the ways of selecting four letters. If you notice and observe, there are chances and possibilities, like there are three scenarios here. Scenario 1, where when all four letters are unique. So unique in the sense like A should be only one, I should be only one. In that case, if you see there are only 8 letters, so straight away it will be 8C4. How to write 8C4? 8 into 7 into 6 into 5, 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 3 to 4, 2, 2 5 is 10. 10 into 7. So this is I'm right, 70. So scenario 1. Now scenario 2. Scenario 2, like where first two letters and second letters are same. So nothing but where first and second two letters are same, like double A, double I. So in such a case, if you see, look, let me write first double A, double A, I, and N. So there are 1, 2, 3. So the chance is 3C2. I need 2, like 2 into 2, 4. So that's how I get 4 letters. So 3C2 is nothing but, which is nothing but 3C1, which is equal to 3. So 7 and 3. There's another scenario also. Now, what will be the scenario 3? Where among 4 letters, 2 letters are same. So in that case, it will be 3C1 into 7C2. So which will be 3 into 7 into 8 into 2. 4 7 0. So this is 6. Which is nothing but 63. I'm landing up. So if you add all this, 70 plus 3 plus 63, which is resulting in 136. If you add all these three, I'm getting 136. Option A is your right answer. You're getting my point. There are three scenarios where, so this can be a combination of double A, sorry, double A, double A. There are three pairs. In that, two is added, like you'll get 4 letters. So double A, double A, double A, double A. So that is one way we can get 4 letters. And the second way is getting the unique letters. So 8C4, that is how you got the scenario 1, and this is scenario 2. In scenario 3, where we are taking only one pair, so there'll be 3C1 and the remaining balance like 7. If you see this, so I'm taking this, assume that this is considered. Now remaining will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7C2. That's how we got the answer. Clear? Okay, let's jump into the next question, which is 13th question. If the AM and GM for two numbers are 6.5 and 6 respectively, then the two numbers are. Wow, good question, sir. Now, what is the AM? 6 plus 7 divided A plus B by 2 or X plus Y by 2. The average, which is nothing but 13 30 by 2, 6.5. 9 plus 4 by 2. Again, you'll get 6.5. 10 plus 3 by 2, which is also same 6.5. 8 plus 5 by 2, which is also same 6.5. Now, what is GM? GM is more important, sir. The GM answer should be 6. What is the formula of GM? Under root of XY. Okay. 6 into 7 root 42. 42 root is nothing but 6.4. So we need answer 6. So 9 into 4 root 9 4 36, 36 into 6. So option B is your right answer. Clear? Okay. Next question, 14th question on your screen. The sixth term, T6. The sixth term of a GPA with common ratio R is given, R is equal to 2, and the beginning A is equal to 5. So what is the formula of T6? A into R power 5. 2 into, sorry, 5 into 2 to the power of 160. So 2 to the power of 5, 30, 32 into 5, which is 160. So next one is 15th one. The Q&A question is, if g of x is equal to x minus 1 by x. So this question, it can be interpreted in two ways. It can be written as x minus 1 by x or x minus 1 by x. Now let's solve the both the ways and see. Now g of minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by minus 1 by 2. If you solve this further, minus 1 by 2, this will be plus and this will be 2. So this will be minus 1 plus 4 by 2, which is equal to 3 by 2, which is equal to 1.5. If you check in decimals, and this is 1 by 2. So not in working. So let's try the other way now. Let's change the color. X minus 1 by x. So minus 1 by 2 minus 1 whole divided by minus 1 by 2. So this will be minus 1 minus 2 by 2 minus 1 by 2. 2 to get cancelled, minus 3 by minus 1. So it should be 3. So option should be D. If you see the ICA, the answer is different. So if you can go the interpolation with x minus 1 whole divided by x, it is answer is 3. If it is x minus 1 by x, answer should be 3 by 2 or 1.5 based on the answer. Now let's see the limitations. The limitation of x tends to 3. X square minus 19 written as 3 square. So if you further solve this, x minus 3, x plus 3. A square minus b square forms a plus b into a minus b. So x minus 3. This is a cancel. So x plus 3 is left where x is equal to 3. So 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. So option is answer B. So this is another way who is lover of differentiation, derivatives. Then for them, if you solve this in the derivative method, so what is x to the power of n into x power n minus 1? So in the same way, so if you solve this, 2 into x power 2 minus 1 minus 0, this will be 1 minus 0. So it will be 2x where x is equal to 3, 2 into 3 is equal to 6. So this is the other way to solve the problem. So both the ways answer is same. Now if you see here, this is written as 2x square minus x cube. So this is the integration problem. Substitute 1 here minus 2x square minus x cube. Substitute 0 here. So this is whole will be 0. Now let's need to solve this only. So now integration formula of x square is 2 into 2 to the power of x power n minus 1. 1 second. 1 second. So this is an integration. So what is the integration formula, sir? 2 into x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So x cubed by 3 minus x power 4 by 4. And we need to substitute 1 in place of x. So 2 by 3 minus 1 by 4. If we solve further, 4 to the 12. So 3 4 to the 8, 4 3. So which is 5 by 12. So option should be b, which is 5 by 12. Clear? Okay. Next, 18th question. So dy by dx. Given y is equal to 4x cube plus 8 power 8 into x power 7, where x square is equal to 2. So we need to differentiate in such a way that it changes to square, x square. 4 into, so just now we learned x power n into x power n plus 1. X into x power n minus 1. So this will be x square plus 8 into 7 into x power 6. So 4 3 is 12. X square is nothing but 2 plus 8 7 56. So x power 6 can be written as x square whole cube. So 2 cube. So if you solve this further, 8 into 56 plus 24, 472. Your answer is 472. Option C is the right answer. Now, the best method to collect the data in case of natural calamity is, so in natural calamity, there is no option of telephone, mail, and indirect interview. There is only one option, which is personal interview. The entire upper part of the table is known as box head. Standard can be described as, so standard is nothing but standard deviation. So the error committed, okay, standard deviation of a statistic. So next question. The standard deviation of all this, sir. What is the standard deviation formula that is most important now? What is the formula of standard deviation? Standard deviation is equal to under root of summation x square by n minus summation x by n whole square. So you need to get summation x and x square summation. So now if you write the values, x is equal to 25, 32, 43, 53, 62, 59, 48, 31, 24, 33. Let me move this data to here. So now if you add all this, what you'll get an x square, them and add all this. Let's see what you'll get. So I got 410 here. So now x adding easy, x square. How to do, sir? So we can use GT or M plus. I'm comfortable with GT. So it is like 25 into 25 equal to, then 32 into 32 equal to 43, then 62 into equal to 59 into equal to 40 into equal to. Finally, when you're done, click on GT. You got the answer 18,562. How many are there, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 values. Just substitute in the formula, you'll get the answer. Standard deviation is equal to under root of summation x square. 18,562 divided by 10 minus 410 divided by 10 whole square. When you solve this, so it's 41 into equal to minus 1856.2 square root 13.23. I'm getting the answer. Is that option? Yeah, option A is the right answer. Now, 23rd question. What is the value of the first quartile? So they're asking the Q1. What is the formula of Q1? N plus 1 by fourth term. So first, what did you find out? N. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So N is equal to 8. It will be 8 plus 1 by 4, which is nothing but 1 by 4, which is 2.25. So straight away take 18. No, 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 no. Not 18. First, you need to write in the order. So 10, 12, 15, 16, 18, then 20, 23, 28, 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, done. Perfect. Now, second value, which is 12. So 12 plus 0.25, the third value minus second value. The 12 plus 0.75, which is 12.75. So the option should be 12.75. But if you see the answer, there is no 12.75. Maybe option C is the right answer. This is a typo error. 12.75 should be the answer. Clear? So 24th question. If the quartile deviation of a normal curve is 4.05, so if you remember the combination of quartile deviation, mean deviation, standard deviation, so I asked you to remember such a way that 4 is to 5 is to 6. So what is this? This is mean deviation, this is quartile deviation, this is standard deviation. So now you need the combination of quartile deviation and mean deviation. So this one, so 5 MD is equal to 6 QD. Now you need mean deviation. So mean deviation is nothing but 6 by 5 QD. So 6 by 5, what is the QD they gave? 4.05. Solve this. I got 4.86 value. If you see the answer, option D is very closer. So go with option D. On 25th, if there are two groups containing 30 and 20 observations and having 50 and 60 as arithmetic means. Okay, AM has given this is x1, this is x2. Then the combined arithmetic mean. So this will be n1 and n2. So combined arithmetic mean formula is n1 x1 plus n2 x2 divided by n1 plus n2. This is the formula. So what is n1? 30 into 50 plus 60 into 20. So 20 into 60. Multiplication either way it is right. 30 plus 20. So 1500 plus 1200 by 50. So 2700 divided by 50, which is 54. The answer is 54. Option C is the right answer. Now, your 26th question. Two variables x and y are related by 5x plus 2y plus 5 equals 0. They are given mean of x is equal to 5, then find mean of y. So convert everything into with respect to y. So 2y is equal to minus 5x minus 5. So y is equal to minus 5x minus 5 by 2. As you know, y bar is equal to minus 5 x bar minus 5 by 2. Substitute minus 5 into 5 minus 5 by 10, which will be minus 30 by 2, which will be minus 15. Option D is your right answer. Next, your 27th question. If AM, and okay, if AM, so x bar is equal to 5 and coefficient of variation is equal to 20 of x. Now, what is the formula of covariations of x, sir? Coefficient of variation of x is equal to standard deviation by mean into 100. Now substitute the given values. 20 is equal to standard deviation by, as we don't know standard deviation. So the question is, what is the variance of 15 minus? So this equation we need. So x bar is nothing but 5 into 100. So if you see, sir, 5 into 20 is 100, 100 divided by 100. So standard deviation is equal to 1, you will get. Now the important thing is standard deviation of 15 minus 2x. What is this a value? Now, sir, if you notice, there is no impact of origin in standard deviation. No impact. Scale, yes, there is an impact, and there is a formula mod bx. Now, in this case, it will be mod minus 2x. So this will be 2, x is nothing but 1, which is 2. So you got standard deviation is equal to 2. But the question is about variance. What is the variance? Standard deviation square, which is 2 square, which is 4. Option 4 is your right answer. Option B is your right answer. The coefficient of correlation between two variables is 0.5, and then the coefficient of determination. So r is equal to 0.5. Coefficient of determination is nothing but r square, which is 0.5 square, which is 0.25. Option B is your right answer. Now the 29th question, sir, something unique and very important. R is equal to 0.5. They're given this. Standard deviation, summation of xy is equal to 120. Standard deviation of y is equal to 8. Summation x square is equal to 90. Sir, this is summation. This is standard deviation. Okay, or this is called as sigma. This is not sigma, that is summation. Okay, r is equal to 0.5, summation xy is equal to 120, sigma y is equal to 8, summation x is equal to 20. Then value of n, you need to find out what is n. So with this, Carl Pearson's formula, so r is equal to summation xy under root of summation x square into summation y square. This is a formula. Okay, but in this case we need to assume one thing: x is equal to x minus x bar, y is equal to y minus y. You'll understand it then why. Okay, let's solve back. Now, given value substitute, r is equal to 0.5, summation xy is equal to 120, under root of summation x square is 90, and summation y square we need to find out. Because they have given standard deviation of y is equal to 8. With that, with the help of the summation what do you call? Summation y square, you will get the answer. Now, solve this. You can do either the way. First, let me apply 0. Okay, let me take this to the top. 90 into summation y square is equal to 120 divided by 0.5. Now do this pairing on both sides. This will be 90 into summation y square. How would it be this? 120 divided by 0.5. You'll get 240 into equal to 57,600. This is the value. This divided by 90. So summation y square is equal to 640. I got. Now standard deviation of y is equal to 8 they have given. Yes. So what is the formula of standard deviation? Summation y square by n. Now summation y square is nothing but again y minus y bar. Now summation y square is got 640. Now what is n? That is only you need to find out. Now again squaring on both sides. So this will be 640 by n is equal to 64. 64 is to cancel. N is equal to 10. So option 10 is the right answer. Option B is your right answer. The last question in your RTP. What is the chance of picking a heart? Sir, heart or a queen, not of heart. So how many there are four variations in your cards? What are they? Heart, diamond, this, this, right? These four are there. So what is it? What is the chance of picking a heart? So this, how many there is, sir? Overall it will be 52. So 52. Chance of picking a heart is 13 times. Then a queen, not of heart. So if I don't pick not of heart, anyway, I already picked it. So it will be 3. So 3. So it will be 16 by 52. For 4 is 16, 4 1 is 4 3. So it is nothing but 4 by 13. So option B is the right answer. Anything else? So done. Thank you. Let's meet in the next video. Signing off. So this is your Jan 2025 RTP. So first question. The salaries of A, B, and C are of the ratio 2 is to 3 is to 5. If the increments of 15%, 10%, and 20% are done, their respective salaries, find new salaries. Straight away, they are asking to find out the new salaries. So they are given A, B, C. There are three people. Their ratio was 2 is to 3 is to 5. If I add 0 to each, if you eliminate zeros, it is still the same 2 is to 3 is to 5. So now they have given you increment of 15% for A, 10% for B, and 20% for C. I hope you all know the calculator technique how to do this. Just straight away take 20 plus 15%, you'll get 23. Same case for the B, that will be 33. Same case it will be C, it will be 60. So this is your final answer, 23 is to 33 is to 60. Option A is your right answer. So it's a question. If you are feeling this video is very slow, you can use 2x speed to complete it. Okay, let's jump into the second question, which is related to logarithm. Before we enter into this problem, you should have basic formulas of logarithm. So log A minus log B can be written as log A by B. Same way, if you remember in our class, we have solved logarithm chapter without using logarithm conditions. So same we can apply here, but how? It is nothing but whenever there is a log x base A is equal to y, we can write this is x is equal to A to the power of y. If you apply this in this case, you can get the answer very easily. So let's solve this now. They are given log x square plus x base 4 minus log x plus 1 base 4 equal to 2. Let's take the same thing by applying this equation. So log a minus log b, log a by b. So log x square plus x base 4 by x plus 1 equal to 2. This is what they're given. Now let's extract one x from the numerator. X plus 1 divided by x plus 1 base 4 equal to 2. If you see numerator denominator is same, then cancel. It will be log x base 4 equal to 2. So if you see this is same like this, apply the same thing here. X is equal to 4 power 2, which is nothing but 16. Your option C is the right answer. So third question, if the nominal rate of growth is 17%, your nominal rate 17% and inflation is 9%. You know, this whenever there's given inflation and nominal rate, we need to take the effective rate. Let's calculate first that. So effective rate is nothing but nominal rate minus I, which is nothing but 17% minus 9%, which will give 8%. Cross check in your calculators, even though if you're sharp in this, but just cross check. In examinations, you may miss. So don't give a chance for ICI. So effective rate is 8%. Then let P be the GDP amount. It is saying P be the GDP amount at present year. Present year amount is P. Then the projected real GDP after 60 years is after 6 years. It is asking what is the value. Now present value is P. So whenever there's given, the formula is you want to find out the future value. P into 1 plus I whole power n. P is P, 1 is 1. What is I? This is 8%, not your 17%. 8% plus n is nothing but 6 years. It is asking so 6 years. So straight away you can do it in the calculator. So 1 plus 8% and into equal to for 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. So which is nothing but once you calculate this, you got 1.5868 into P, which is equal to option A. What will be the, like, we are jumping into the fourth question. What will be the population after 3 years when present population is rupees, not rupees, population is 25,000, population increase the rate of 3% in first year, 4% in second year, and 5% in 3 years. Sir, straight away you can solve this problem in the calculator. 3% plus 4% plus 5%. 25,000 plus 3% plus 4% plus 5%. I got answer as 28,119. So this kind of questions you should not waste time by putting pen on the paper. Just straight away use the calculator. So option A is the right answer in this case. Now fifth question. The future value of an annuity of rupees 1500 made annually for 5 years. Sir, they made regularly. So it's nothing but FVAR, future value of annuity regular. What is the formula? AI into future value annuity factor in comma I. This can also be written as 1 plus I whole power minus 1 by I. Now, when you apply this, what is the amount? 1500. So, at the interest rate 10% compounded annually, they mentioned. So, into 1 plus 10% whole to the power of n is nothing but 5 minus 1 by 10%. So, whatever is in the bracket, please try to calculate in the calculator itself. So, 1 plus 10%, 5 times minus 1 divided by 10%, I got 1500 into 6.1051 into 1500. I got the answer 9157.65. Yes, option B is the right answer. Now, sixth question. Find the effective annual rate. They are asking you to find out the effective annual rate of interest corresponding to a nominal rate of 8% per annum. Payable half yearly, sir. Whenever it is half yearly, remember it is half yearly, it will be the periods will be 2. So your I will be, or your interest rate will be R by 2. 8% by, so this is R, sir, which is nothing but 4%. Now what is the formula, sir? Effective interest rate formula. Sorry. E is equal to 1 plus I whole power n minus 1 into 100, which is nothing but 1 plus 4% whole to the power of 2 minus 1 into 100, which is again doing the calculator 1 plus 4%, 1, 2, 3. It is showing me 0.8. There's some 1 plus 4% into equal to minus 1 into 100. Straight away 8.16% I got, sir. Option D is your right answer. Okay, so let's jump into the seventh question. If the sum of terms of an arithmetic progression is 2n square, so Sn is equal to 2n square they gave, and fifth term they're asking you the T5. If you remember, the formula is S5 minus S4. So how to calculate S5 and S4? Let's do with S1. So 2 into 1 square, which is 2. When you take S3, 2 into 3 square, 3 3 is 9, 9 2 is 18. Same way, if you calculate S4 and S5, the values you'll get is 2 into 4 square, which is 16 into 232, 2 into 5 square, which is 25 into 250. So I got this value. So straight away when you substitute 50 minus 32, I'll get 18. So option C is the right answer. Eighth one, the number of words that can be formed out of the letters of the word article, so that vowels occupy even places. So how many letters are there in the word article? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What are the even places here? This. There are 3 even places. And what they're asking in the even place, it should fill with vowels. How many vowels are there? A, I, E. A, E, I, O, U are the vowels. So there are 3 vowels and there are 3 spaces. So it will be 3P3 into the balance places is 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 places. What is the leftover words? Or sorry, leftover letters? R, T, C, L. There are 4 letters left and 4 places. So it will be 4P4 which is nothing but 3 factorial into 4 factorial. So this will be 6. What is the 6 for 24? So when you do 6 into 24, I guess it will be 144. Yes, it is 144. And option B is your right answer, sir. Last but not the least. No, we have another question also. So let's solve ninth question. Let Z be the, sir, important question, sir. Little confusing, but it is easy question. Let's solve this now. See, sir, read out the words. Let Z be the universal set for two sets minus A and B. Okay, so how to write this? Z is equal to universal set minus A intersection B. This is how we need to write. Okay, and what are the values they gave you? N of A. N of A is equal to 300. N of B is equal to 400. And N of A intersection B is equal to 200. N of A complement intersection B complement is equal to 400. What is N of Z? This is the question. N of Z. Now, sir, you know A intersection B. What is that? They gave you 200. This you don't know. That is we need to find out. So with the given information, what can we find? Did they give you N of A union B? Let's find out first. N of A union B is equal to, what is the formula? N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. I hope you all remember this formula. Now just substitute N of A is equal to 300 plus N of B is equal to 400 minus N of A intersection B is equal to 200, which is nothing but 500. Sir, why you calculated N of A union B? There is no requirement, sir. So, but to calculate U, we need this. Why you'll understand now. Now, what is the formula of N of A complement intersection B complement? N of A complement intersection B complement. What is the formula? Is N of U, the overall U minus N of A union B, which is nothing but again N of A complement into intersection B complement. Now N of A complement intersection B complement, they give you 400. N of U is that what you need to find out. N of A union B is just now you find it, which is 500. When you calculate overall, N of U is equal to, you'll send 500, that side will be 900. So which is 900. When you substitute here 900 minus 200, I'll get 700. Your final answer is this. So last question, very easy question. You can solve it in seconds. Sir, read out the question. If a group of students 80 can speak Hindi, 60 can speak English, and 40 can speak both Hindi and English. So let's write H is 80, E is 60, H and E is nothing but 40. So let's solve this with using Venn diagrams. Ignore circles. It will auto set. Okay. Assumption this is a Hindi and this is a English. Overall 80 students in Hindi, like who can speak, and 60 who can speak English. Now we need together 40, both Hindi and English. So the balance, like 80 minus 40, it will be 40, 60 minus 40 will be 20. What was the question? The number of students. So if you add all these three, you'll get 100, which is nothing but option A is your right answer. So with this, okay, your 11th question. If f of x is equal to x square minus 1 and g of x is equal to x plus 3, they are given g of f. So how to solve this, sir? G of f of 3. So let's substitute 3 in your f value. So g of, what is f of x is nothing but x square minus 1, where x is equal to 3. So g of 3 square minus 1, which is nothing but g of 8. Now substitute g of 8 in the value of this 2x plus 3. So 2x plus 3, where x is equal to 8. So 2 into 8 plus 3. 16. 16 plus 3 is 19. So option D is your right answer. The next question, which is related to integration chapter. So integration. If you look at the question, can we write like this? Integration of 2 power 3 whole x into 3 power 2 whole x into 5 power x into dx. If you solve this further, 2 cube is nothing but 8 power x, 9x, 5x. So when all the powers are equal, you can multiply this. Right, 44 4 into 360. 360 power x into dx. So if you look at this integration, it is looking like this formula, right? Which is similar to integration of a power x into dx. What is the formula of integration of a power x into dx? A power x log a. This is your formula, if you remember. Okay. When you apply the same thing here, this formula here, this will be 360 power x by log 360. Done. Plus c is constant term, and here you'll get. So if you look at the answers, nothing is matching. Log 360, this is only matching straight away, you can stick. If not, but if you're doubt, on top 360x, this 360x can also be written as like this, which will be again same thing, 2 power 3x plus 5, it's not 5, I guess, 3 square x plus 5x by log 360 plus c. Is it matching? Done. Now, marginal cost and marginal revenue of a commodity is C of X. So they given you marginal cost and marginal revenue, sir. Marginal cost and marginal revenue. So d by dx of revenue is nothing but your marginal revenue. Okay. So integration of marginal revenue is nothing but your revenue. Same way, d by dx of cost, you'll get marginal cost. So integration of marginal cost dx, you'll get cost. So generally, what is the question now? They gave you the marginal cost and marginal revenue. Fixed cost is zero. So remember, fixed cost, there is no fixed cost. Find the total profit. Question is about the profit. Now, what is profit? What is the profit, sir? It is nothing but your revenue minus cost. Revenue minus cost is nothing but you'll get the profit. But if you see here, we don't have the revenue or cost. We have marginal revenue and marginal cost. We can solve this, and simply we need to do integration, right? So before that, let's take the values. What was the revenue? It is 30. What was the cost? 8 plus 6x. When you solve this is this. So 30 minus 8 is 22 minus 6x. This is the answer, sir? No, this is not the answer. We need to do integration for this. As it is the marginals, we need to change it to general. So when you apply the integration, whenever there is a constant, you'll get 22x minus 6 into x square by 2 plus c. Now two threes. 22x minus 3x square plus c. Check the answer, sir. 22x minus 3x square. This is right. Sir, but what about c, sir? Sir, c, if you hear fixed cost is 0, so take this will be 0. Like c is equal to 0. So you can strike off this. You'll get 22x minus 3x square, which is matching with option B. That is your right answer. 14th question. They are given the two equations, then x can take which of the following value. So they are given some equations and they are asking what is the value it can take as an x. So let's solve this equation wise. 2x plus 5 is greater than 3x plus 2. 2x minus 3 less than or equal to 4x minus 5. Okay, let's solve first one. So send x one side and the other values the other side. So 2x minus 3x greater than 2 minus 5. This is nothing but minus x and minus 3. When you do the calculation, it will be x less than 3. So second one, 2x minus 4x less than or equal to 3 minus 5. Okay, this will be minus 2x and this will be less than or equal to minus 2. So this 2 to get cancelled. So when you write this, x greater than or equal to 1. So it should be x should be greater than 1 and less than 3. It should be between 1 and 3. So what is lying? If you see the option should be 1 and less, say it should be more than or equal to 1 is possible, 2 is possible, and 3 is possible. No, it said only less than, not less than or equal to. So it should be 1 or 2. So if you see the option C and D both are right, might be this might be 3 or this might be 3, but as of now, both C and D are right. The value of the scooter is rupees 1 lakh. Its depreciation is 10% per annum. Calculate total depreciation value at the end of 7 years. They're asking you to calculate for 7 years. So what is the formula generally? The value of the asset into 1 minus rate of interest, sorry, rate of depreciation whole to the power of number of years. So 1 minus 10%, do it in the calculator. 1 minus 10% into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you got the value, sorry, 1 lakh. So this is 1 lakh, sorry. 0.478297. When you multiply this 1 lakh, you got 47,829.70. So option A is your right answer, sir. Find out the wrong number. Very easy question, sir. How to find out? Now, if you see this here, 2, 10, ignore 10 trigger. So 18 into 3. If you see 18 into 3, 54. Cross check, sir. 18 into 3, 54. 54 into 3, 162. Yeah, 162 into 3, 486. This is also right. Into 3, 1048. So everything is perfect, sir. Now if you see 2 into 3, it should be 6. 6 into 3, 18. Yeah, this is perfect. So this is the wrong number. So option B is your right answer. 17th question. In a certain code, Delhi is capital. Delhi is capital, which is 759. Capital are beautiful, 369. Again, they mentioned Delhi is beautiful, which is regarded as 675. Again, Patna also capital. Okay, they're given the four statements with the code. Okay, so if you see the first one, capital, capital, and 9 and 9. So this could be chance capital, capital. And if you see here, Delhi is there are 7575. So this is done. So what is left? Beautiful and 6. So option should be answer C, which is nothing but your beautiful 6. Now 18th question. Sir, interesting questions are related to blood relation. Pointing towards photograph. There's a photograph. There's a photograph. Vinod said she is the daughter of. Okay, there is a female person. Don't laugh at the image. Okay, there is a Vinod. He said that this girl, is the daughter of my wife. So there is a wife. So their daughter. So this photo person is the daughter of my wife's mother's only daughter. Mother, mother. So now read it properly, sir. Again, pointing towards photograph, Vinod said she is the daughter of my wife's mother's only daughter. My wife's mother's only daughter. So my wife's mother has only one daughter, which is my wife. Okay, not my wife, Vinod's wife. Okay, Vinod wife. Okay, now if you look at now, how is Vinod is related to the girl in the photograph? How is Vinod is related to the girl in the photograph? Straight away you can see it is like father and daughter relation. So answer is option C. I repeat the statement once again. She is the daughter of my wife's mother's only daughter. So this girl is the daughter of my wife. It's only mother's daughter. So my wife's, not my sir again, it's Vinod's wife is having one daughter. Her mother's only daughter is again my wife, Vinod's wife, which is nothing but their daughter. He's talking about. So this father relationship. So you can click on option C. Last second question. Sanjay started from his house. Sir, I hope if you are remember in the class we have techniques to do this in the same direction, count. Opposite direction, ignore. Okay. Now with this, let's start now. Sanjay started from his house towards west. So he started from west. After a walking a distance 15 kilometers, he turned to the right. So right. And walked 10 meters. He again turned to the right. Again two right. Such a please need to count. So first anytime this question. So east, north, west, south. This you need to remember always. So from west, he traveled in clockwise direction towards two times right. So he is in east direction. So he's in this direction. After he turns clockwise, direction 135 degrees. Oh, 135 degrees and cover 10 kilometers. In which direction should he is going now? After this, which direction is going? So he's like this, east side, and he's turning 130 degrees. So this is 90 degrees. I hope you all know this is 90 degrees. So from here to here it is 90 degrees. So again another 45 degrees, which is again your 135 degrees. So this direction he is walking. So which is nothing but your southwest. Option B is your right answer. I hope you're getting clarity on this. If not, you can go back and see the video. If in a code mind becomes, last question for the day, sir. If in a code mind becomes KGLB and argue becomes YPESC. Sir, these are two ways to solve this problem. First, find out this how this have been coded. If not, the second option. If you see here, already this is the thing which is coded. Now they're asking what will be the diagram code. Now D, it will be B. M, it will be K. So wherever there is BK, that is your option, sir. So eliminate C and D. So eliminate C and D option. It might be option A or option B. Now let's cross check. So B, G, Y, everything is same. Let's see last second one A. What is A? A is represents Y. So option A is the right answer. Let's cross check by the see I is G. Now G is E. R is P. Okay. B, G, Y, E, P, Y, K. Which is matching? Perfect. If not, how it can be solved, sir? If you see the gap after the code is -1, sir. M, L, H, M, C. If you see there's only one letter down, same case here also, sir. Z, Q, E, F, G, S, T, U, C, D. Same way you can do this also, sir. If you see here now, B, C, H, Z, E, F, P, Q, Y, Z, K, L. Same thing, sir. Anyway, you can solve this. It's based on your understanding in the examination movement. Solve this. Okay. Now, 21st question. The standard deviation is independent of change of. Sir, what is the answer? This is a property which we learned in our class. It is straight away origin. Now, 22nd question. The coefficient of correlation between two variables x and y is a simple dash of two regression coefficients. Sir, if you remember this formula, you can at least you can guess bxy into byx. It is looking like geometric mean. Yes, sir. Answer is right. Geometric mean. Two regression lines coincide with straight away, r is equal to plus or minus. This is what we have. These are diagrams. Now, 24th question. For a normal distribution, they gave you Q1, Q3. Then the median of the distribution. So, whenever they ask about the median, what is the formula? Q3 plus Q1 by 2. So, remember, whenever these values, mean equal to median equal to mode. Always remember this whenever these values are given. So, Q3 plus Q1 by 2. What is the Q3 value? 78.86 plus 54.32 by 2. So, don't waste in examination by writing this on the paper, just calculate in the calculator straight away. 78.86 plus 54.32 divided by 2, which I got is 66.59, which is your option C. So in a binomial distribution, sir, important, sir, in a binomial distribution, n is equal to 4, then they given the equation p of x is equal to 2 is equal to 3 into p of x is equal to 3. Find p. They are asking to find out the p. So what is the formula, sir? P of x is equal to r. If you remember this formula, ncr into p power r q into n minus r. Again, sir, q is nothing but 1 minus p. Remember this, q is equal to 1 minus p. Now apply this and get the value. So first one p of, so let me write this equation once again. P of x is equal to 2 into 3 into p of x is equal to 3. Now when you apply formula, so again n, what is n, sir? N they gave 4, straight away I'm applying. So 4c2 into p to the power of r to q to the power of 4 minus 2. 3 into again 4c3 p to the power of 3 into q to the power of 4 minus 3. If you solve this equation, 4c2 into p square into q is equal to 3 into 4c3 p of p cube into q. So cancel this one left. So this is square. This cancel is one left. So it's nothing but 4c2q is equal to 3 into 4c3p. This is what we left. Now 4c2, sir. What you can write 4c2? 4 into 3 into 2. I hope you all remember the shortcuts. 3 into 4c3, which can be written as 4 into p. So 4 get cancelled, 3 get cancelled. It will be q by 2 is equal to p. So q is equal to 2p. So you have learned q is equal to 1 minus p. Substitute here now. 1 minus p is equal to 2p. So which is equal to 1 is equal to 3p. P is equal to 1 by 3. Check the options. Yeah, option A is your right answer. Now 26th one. One card is drawn from a pack of 52. I hope you all know this. Cards, pack of 52. What is the probability that is a king or queen? How many king or queens are there in the whole pack of 52 cards, sir? 8. So there are four different variations into two cards, which will be eight cards. So what is the probability to straight away? 8 by 52. So 8 by 52, what is the calculation, sir? 4 2 ja, 4 1 ja, 4 3 ja. So 2 by 13. Option B is your right answer. 2 by 13. Cross check, sir. In your calculator, you can check 8. So how, okay, 8 divided by 52. You got 0.146. If not, 2 divided by 13. Same, sir. You can cross check by using calculator also after getting the decimal version. Next, circular test is satisfied by. Sir, last price index number, no. Price index number, no. The simple geometric mean of price reduced and weighted aggregate with fixed weights. Yes, this is the right answer I asked in the class to remember this one. Straight away question you might get in your examination also. Standard deviation of first n natural number is 2. What is the value of n? So standard deviation of what naturals? We have the formula under root of n square minus 1 by 12. This is the formula if you remember. Standard first sum of first n natural numbers formula is this. When I apply standard deviation, it is square. Now what is n? We don't know, but they gave you standard deviation is 2. Root of n square minus 1 by 12. When you apply squaring on both sides, 4 is equal to n square minus 1 by 12. When you do this, 12 into 4 is equal to n square minus 1. So n square, okay, let me write like this. 48 is plus 1 is equal to n square. 49 is equal to n square. N is equal to root of 49, which is 7. So straight away you can solve, but I'm just solving stepwise. Last second one. In the equation 4x plus 2y equal to 3, quadral deviation of our y is 3. So QDY is equal to 3. Find the QDX. I expected already. What is this value? So now given equation is 4x plus 2y equal to 3. Convert this to x. X is equal to, okay, do it slowly. 4x is equal to 3 minus 2y. X is equal to 3 minus 2y by 4. Sir, we need to split this 3 by 4 minus 2y by 4, 2 2's. So x is equal to 3 by 4 minus 1 by 2y. Why, sir? If you remember, there's a formula when you apply, this is a mod of the y coefficient into quartile deviation of y. This is your formula. So what is the minus 1 by 2? So not minus 1 by 2, quartile deviation of y they have given, which is 3. So it is nothing but when I apply mod to the negative, it will be removed or eliminated into 3. So if you check 1 by 2 into 3, this is like value. So when you do cancellation, you'll get 1.5, which is matching with your option C. Last question for this series. For a normal distribution, the first and third quartils are given to be, so they're given the Q1 is equal to 37, Q3 is equal to 49. So if you remember the mode of the distribution, it's asking for the mode of the distribution. Recently we solved one equation, if you remember. So the same thing, sir. They ask again mode. Whenever they ask mode, median, mean, same thing, sir. I write the same thing again. So this is the answers. Mean equal to median equal to mode. What is the formula, sir? Q3 plus Q1 by 2. So apply the same thing. 49 plus 37 by 2. Use the calculator and tell me the answer, which is 43. Answer is 43. 43. Add 1. So I love you all. Thank you. Signing off. Hello everyone. Welcome back to QA with KAKA. As we discussed earlier, let's solve RTP September 2024. Your first question on the screen. If 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 5 and 1 by x are in proportions. So this is a from chapter ration proportion, then the value of x will be. We need to find out the value of x. So if you remember the formula, product of extremes is equal to product of means. So what are the product of extremes? So 1 by 2 into 1 by x is equal to 1 by 3 into 1 by 5. Let's do the cross multiplication after solving this. So 15 is equal to 2x, x is equal to 15 by 2. Option A is the right answer. Let's solve the second question. If p is equal to x power 1 by 3 plus x power minus 1 by 3, then find the value of 3p cube minus 9p. So you need to find out 3p cube minus 9p. They have given you p value. So you want to substitute here? No, sir. Let's take the values first. P is equal to x power 1 by 3 plus x power minus 1 by 3. If you notice here, they're asking p cube. So let's do first cubing on both sides. So p cube is equal to x power 1 by 3. I can write this as 1 by x power 1 by 3 whole cube. I know you all know the formula of a plus b whole cube. So let's split this into the same formula. P cube is equal to, so what is the formula? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Anything is fine. So this will cancel. So this cubes get cancelled. So what you left is p cube is equal to x plus 1 by x plus 3. So if you see this is same as like this. So we can write as p. So we can write like this. P cube is equal to x plus 1 by x plus 3b. Send 3p to that side. P cube is equal to minus 3p is equal to x plus 1 by x. Now what is the requirement? 3p cube minus 9p. So multiply 3 on both sides. So it will be 3p cube minus 9p is equal to 3 into x plus 1 by x. This is your final answer. So 3p cube minus 9p is equal to 3 into x plus 1 by x. Now you see there is no correct option in this. Either it should be A or B with the printing mistake. So let's go with the C as your right answer by adding 3 here. Now third question. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation x square plus 7x plus 12 equal to 0, then the equation whose roots alpha plus beta whole square and alpha minus beta whole square will be. So this is like alpha and this is your beta, like alpha square and beta square. Now if you should know quadratic equation when the roots are alpha square and beta square. The equation will be x square minus alpha square plus beta square x plus alpha square into beta square is equal to 0. So this is the equation. Now you need to find out alpha square plus b square, beta square plus alpha square into beta square. For this, they are given the hint this equation. This is like x square plus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta. From this equation, we can get that alpha plus beta is equal to 7, alpha into beta is equal to 12. But what is your alpha square and beta square? Your alpha square is nothing but alpha plus beta whole square. Or do you know alpha plus beta, which is 7? 7 square, which will be 49. Good. Now your beta square, which is alpha minus beta whole square. Now there is no alpha minus beta in your question. So how to get alpha minus beta whole square? This can be get by this way. Alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. When you solve this, let's solve. Alpha plus beta is 7 square minus alpha beta is nothing but, so 49 minus 48 will get 1. I got the 1. Let's substitute here x square minus your alpha square is nothing but 49 plus beta square is 1 x plus alpha square is 49 into 1 equal to 0. So finally your equation will be x square minus 50x plus 49 equal to 0. Option C is your right answer. Now let's jump into the fourth question. The rules and regulation demands that the employer should employ not more than 5 experienced hands to 1 fresh one, and this fact is represented by taking experienced person as X and fresh person as 5. So read out the question properly once again. The employer should employ not more than 5 experienced hands to 1 fresh one. So this can also be written as for every 5 experienced employees, employer can hire 1 fresher. So now let's assumption take experienced person as X and fresh person as Y is equal to, so it's nothing but 5 by 1. So this is the final? No, sir. You need to find out the relation. They have mentioned that employ not more than. So X by Y, this is your correct one. When you solve this, this is your final answer, sir. But if you see in the question, there is nowhere this option, but there is in Y terms. Let's convert this into Y terms. So 5Y greater than or equal to X. So Y is equal to greater than or equal to X by 5. So option A is your matching and that is your right answer. Fifth question, the number of ways arranging 6 boys and 4 girls in a row so that there are 6 boys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 boys and 4 girls, 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row so that all the 4 girls sit together. These 4 girls can sit together. So this is nothing but 4 factorial and this whole unit is 1 factorial and this 6. So 6 plus 1 factorial, which is 7 factorial into 4 factorial. Option C is your right answer. What will be the population after 3 years when the population increases at the rate of 3% in 1 year, 4% in year 2, 5% in year 3? If the beginning of the population was rupees 25,000, not rupees, beginning of the population was 25,000. So straight away you can solve this in your calculator. 25,000 plus 3% plus 4% plus 5%. Do it in a calculator and tell me the answer. 25,000 plus 3% plus. So I got the answer as 28,119. So option A is your right answer. If rupees 10,000 is invested at 8% per annum, then compounded quarterly, then value of investment after 2 years. So they are saying after 2 years and compounded quarterly. So this will be 4 times, which is 8. So the value, which is 10,000 into 1 plus I whole power n. I is nothing but 8% by 4 quarters in a year whole to the power of number of periods, which is 8. So when you solve this, this will be 10,000 into 1.02 whole to the power of 8. So 1.02 into equal to. So I got the answer as 10,000 into 1.171659 into 10,000, which is 11,716.59. So option A should match, sir. I hope you all know this technique. Eighth question. In how many years will sum of money become double? A sum of money, which we don't know. Assumption just P. Then at 5% per annum compound interest. So what is the formula, sir? A is equal to P into 1 plus I whole power n. This is your formula. What is your amount? 2P. This is P. 1 plus 5% whole power n. P get cancelled. 2 is equal to 1.05 whole power n. If you remember in our class, whenever this kind of question comes, multiply 1.05 as many times that is equal to 2. So let's do that now. 1.05, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So if you see, for 14 times, it is showing me 1.97. For 15 times, it is showing me 2.0789. If you see here, the 2 is lies in between these two. So somewhere after 14 but before 15. Somewhere after 14 and before 15, which is something 14.5 change. So it should be in 14 point decimal. If you see the option D, 14.3 is the right answer. Option A and B are not the right answers. I hope you are clear. Now let's jump into the ninth question. The future value of annuity of rupees 1000 is made annually for 5 years at interest rate of 14% compounded annually. Given that, so future value is equal to amount into, so what is the formula, by the way? Let's write formula first. Future value is equal to P into 1 plus I whole power n minus 1 by I. Now let's just substitute and you can get the answers. P is nothing but 1000, 1 plus, what is your I? 14%. Number of years is 5 minus 1 by 14%. So now 1.14 whole to the power of 5, they gave you the value, this. So straight away you can solve this in a calculator. Take the given value 1.92541. Let me write for your sake. Let me write and then solve on the calculator. So now let's see 1.92541 minus 1 divided by 14% into 1000. I got 6,610.07. So option B is your right answer. So last question for the day. If f of x is equal to x plus 2 and g of x is equal to 7 power x, then g of x. G of f of x. What is f of x, sir? X plus 2. Okay, let me write first. G of f of x. Now in this case, f of x is equal to x plus 2. Then substitute g of f of x nothing but x plus 2. Now what is g of x, which is 7 power x, where x is equal to x plus 2. Now substitute 7 power x plus 2. This can be written as 7 power x into 7 square. When the bases are equal, power should be added. If you remember, from that basis I solved this. So it can be 49 into 7 power x. Option C is the right answer. Now, so 11th question. So this is a derivative problem. Given x is equal to 2t plus 5, y is equal to 2, t square minus 2. Then dy by dx, this is dy by dx, is calculated as. So we need dy by dx, but they are given in the terms of t. So derivative with respect to t. So in the case of x is equal to 2t, derivative with respect to t. So dx by dt is equal to t. So d by dx of something is, which is the nothing but 1. D by dx of x is 1. So dx by dt is equal to, of 2t is nothing but, this is nothing but d by dt of t, sir. So which is nothing but 2. Same case, let's solve y is equal to 2 square minus 2. dy by dt is equal to 2t into d by dt. So it's nothing but formula 2 power n minus 1. This is into or minus 0. So you left out with 2t. So if you apply, we need dy by dx. We need dy by dx. So it's nothing but dy by dt, dx by dt. What is the value got? Dy by dt, 2t. This 2. 2 get cancelled. Answer is t. Option A is your right answer. Interesting and easy question, sir. If z is equal to 52, act is equal to 48, and bat will be equal to. So if you see z is equal to 52, how we got 52, sir? What is the z number? It is 26 into 2, which will be 52. Now if you see act, A is 1, C is 3, T is 20, if you remember. So 1 into 2, 3 into 2, this will be 1 plus 6 plus 40. So this is 2, sir. Calculation mistake. This will be 48. That's how they have landed the value. Same way, if you solve BAT, B is nothing but 2, 2 into 2, which is 4, A is 1 into 2, which is 2, T is 20 into 2, which is 40, which will be 46. Option D is the right answer. You can cross check. Let me cross check. Yeah, option D, 46 is the right answer. So next one, if Rose is called as 6821. So write down like this, sir, whenever they give in the four terms. 6821 CHAIR 73456 PREACH 961473. Now they're asking for search. So if you see R is 6, S is 2, E is 1, A is 4. So 2146, everything is the same. 2146, this is only one option. Option B is the right answer because straight away you can, if you want, you can cross check. C is 7 and H is 3. Simple. Now find the missing term. 28, 33, 31, 36, 34. Okay, got it. So if you see 28 plus 3, 31, 31 plus 3, 34. Same way, 33 plus 3, 36, 36 plus 3, 39. That's your right answer. Option B. Now, 15th question. Raju leaves his house and walks 12 kilometers towards north. He turns right and walks another 12 kilometers. He turns right. Okay, sir, straight away. Let's solve this. Let's solve this in both the methods. First method, there is a house. Okay, this is only house. Walks towards north. So this is north. He turns right. So right is towards east and walks 12 kilometers. Again, he turns right and walks 12 kilometers. Distance should be same, sir. 12 kilometers. And turns left. Okay, this is the left and walks towards 5 kilometers. Now, how far is he from the home and in which direction? He is here, sir, now. So distance here, 5 plus 12, 17 kilometers. 17 kilometers and it is in the east direction. So answer is 17 kilometers east. So this is one method. And the easiest method, let's do now. So this should be converted in east and west or north south. I hope you know all this. East, north, south, and west. You know these directions. So whenever they give this kind of questions, convert that into east and west or north south based on your given question walking style, not walking side. So they started with north, north 12 kilometers. They started. He turns right, sir. He turns right. Right is nothing but east. And how many kilometers? 12 kilometers. Again, he took. So it is like he took south. South, how many kilometers? 12 kilometers, sir. From north, he went to right, which is east. Again, he went to right, which is south. Then finally, he turns left. From south, which is on, he's going to left. What will be the direction, sir? East. How many kilometers? 5 kilometers. So in this, the logic is opposite directions get cancelled and same direction should add. So north 12 kilometers, south 12 kilometers get cancelled. And what is the left? E12 and E5. Add them, E17. It's nothing but 17 kilometers in east direction is your answer. Done. Okay. For a symmetric distribution, mean is equal to median is equal to mode. Sanjay has three daughters and each daughter has a brother. Wow. So Sanjay has three daughters. So this is Sanjay. They have three daughters. He has three daughters. And each daughter has a brother. Sir, reason properly. Each daughter has brother means like she has one brother, she has one brother, she has one brother. No, this is not that way. They are saying that each daughter has a brother. So there has one more kid, which is brother. So these are that overall four siblings, three sisters and one brother. So how many male members are there in the family? This is one, two. Option. Let me check your answer. Yes, this is the right. Don't consider each daughter has a brother. In right, it will be 3 plus 1, 4. Option 4 is also there, but which is not right. Median of a distribution can be obtained from O gives. One more interesting question. Cost of the sugar in a month under the heads raw material, labor, direct production, other per 12, 20, 35, 23 units respectively. What is the difference between the central angles? Whenever the angles comes into the picture, use multiplication of 360 degrees for the largest and smallest components of the cost of the sugar. So largest component here is 34 and there is difference. So minus 12. So what is the difference of 35 minus 12? Which is 28, I guess. No, 23. 23, right? Just cross checking. Okay, 23 is the right answer. So now, what you want, sir? What is the difference between central angles for the largest? Now they want angles finally. So it is nothing but 23 into 360 degrees. You're right. No, sir. After the difference, you need the total value. How can you get the total value? 12 plus 20 plus 35 plus 23. 12 plus 25 plus 35 plus 23. Once again. 12 plus 20. Okay, it's 20. I did 25. That's the reason I got wrong answer. I got 90, which is 90. So the difference overall divided by the total into 360 degrees. Now if you see 0094, so 23 into 4, 92 degrees. This is your answer. For open-end classification, which of the following is the best? Sir, open-end classification, which of the following is best method? Median is the right answer because it's an open-end classification. 21st question. The quartile of a variables are 45, 52, and 65 respectively. It's quartile deviation. So quartile deviation, yeah, it's working. Quartile deviation is formula is nothing but Q3 minus Q1 by. So how to find out Q3, Q1, Q2? So if you see the smallest value is Q1 and the largest value is Q3. 65 minus 45 by 2, which is nothing but 20, 45, sir, which is 20 by 2. Option A is your right answer. Now let's jump into the next question. If x and y are related by y is equal to 2x plus 5 and the standard deviation and arithmetic mean of x are known to be. So they are given standard deviation of x is equal to 5 and mean of x is equal to 10. Then the coefficient of, okay, now the question is the coefficient of variation of y. Coefficient of variation of y formula is standard deviation of y by y bar into 100. So whenever they're given you mean of x bar and standard deviation of x, you can find the y. So let's take the equation y is equal to 2x plus 5. So you need y bar. So y bar is equal to 2 into x bar plus 5. 2 into x bar is nothing but 10, which is 5, which is 25. So I got the value, which is 25 in the denominator. Let's calculate the numerator now. So standard deviation of y is equal to mod b into standard deviation of x. Now what is mod b here? In this case, now standard deviation is 5, b is nothing but 2, which is 10. So this is 10. 25 by 4, which is 40. Option C is your right answer. Given that for the two events, A and B, P of A is equal to 3 by 5, P of B is equal to 2 by 3, and P of A, again P of A. No, it is not P of A, sir, it is P of A union B. What is P of A by B? What is the formula of P of A by B? What is the formula of P of A by B? P of A intersection B by P of B. Do you know direct formula of P of A intersection B? No, but you know this formula. P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. When you interchange this to here and this to here, you'll get formula of P of A intersection B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A union B. Now substitute the values. Now what is P of A intersection B is this. So P of A plus P of B minus P of A union B divided by P of B. So take the fraction values, you'll get the answer. P of A is 3 by 5 plus 2 by 3 minus 3 by 4. Yeah, minus 3 by 4 divided by P of B is nothing but 2 by 3. Let's solve this in the calculator. So 3 divided by 5 m plus 2 divided by 3 m plus 3 divided by 4 m minus mrc, which I got the numerator 0.5166. 2 divided by 3, I got 0.666. mrc divided by 0.2. Answer is 0.775. Option D is your right answer. Now the standard deviation of a binomial distribution with the parameter n and p are. So they're giving the parameters n and p. If you see, remember the formula of variance n into p into q. Then standard deviation will be under root of n into p into q. If you all know, q is nothing but 1 minus p. Option D is your right answer. X and Y stand in a line with 6 other people. What is the probability that there are 3 persons between them? So they're X and Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are all 6 people. What is the probability? Now, question is about the probability. In question of probability, first you need to find out all the probabilities. First case, X and Y. No people in between them, or no people. This is one chance. This is one, two. So these are all the possibilities here. So if you go on, it can be till 6. So how many chances are there? This is also one count. 6 plus 1, 7. Overall, 7 chances. What is the question, sir? That there are 3 persons between them. How many is possible? Only one is possible. So answer is 1 by 7. The deviations are minimum when taken from. So what is the answer for this question, sir? The deviations are minimum when taken from. Before we do this, we need to remember that this statement is maybe wrong, or they're going to correct in examination. Straight away, we know that the sum of absolute deviation are minimum when taken from median. So this is your right statement. In examination, you'll get the correct statement. Don't worry. The histogram is useful to determine graphically the value of mode. Straight away, the option is C. If x and y are related as 3x minus 4y is equal to 20, then the quartile deviation of x is 12. Quartile deviation of x is 12. Now, what is the quartile deviation of y? This is the question. Straight away, if you remember, then write down quartile deviation. So, given equation is 3x minus 4y is equal to 20, but we need in terms of y. So, change this equation in y terms. So, 3x minus 20 is equal to 4y. So, 3x minus 20 divided by 4 is equal to y. If you rewrite this, y is equal to 3 by 4x minus 4 5. So this is your correct equation. We don't require this, as quartile deviation of y is equal to mod b by quartile deviation of x. So 3 by 4 into 12. 4 threes, 3 threes, 9. So option D is your right answer. If the coefficient of correlation between two variables is 0.9 in negative terms, so r is equal to minus 0.9, then the coefficient of determination is nothing but r square. So minus 0.9 whole square is nothing but 0.81. Option B is your right answer. Last question. For a Poisson variate x, p of x is equal to 2 is equal to 3 into p of x is equal to 4, then the standard deviation of x. So standard deviation of x is nothing but your root m value they are asking you. So if you write e power minus m into m square by 2 factorial is equal to 3 into e power m minus m into m power 4 by 4 factorial. If you cancel this m square, this left over 2. So 1 by 2 factorial is equal to 3 into m square by 4 factorial. I can also write as 4 into 3 into 2 factorial. 2 factorial cancel, 3 3 will cancel. What is left out is 1 is equal to m square by 4. This can be written as m square is equal to 4, m is equal to 2. But our question is standard deviation, root m we need. So root m is equal to root 2. Option C is your right answer. So don't be in a hurry. If you see answer m is equal to 2, there is an option available, but this is not the right answer. M is equal to 2 is the answer. But we need standard deviation. Now standard deviation formula is root m. That is the reason your answer is root 2. Option C is the right answer. Thank you. Signing off.